Sly dog, you got me monologuing. I can't believe it.
Again! With the bump and the thing. I like it.
Yeah,
How you doing?
doing good.
Where did your hair go?
Yeah, I left it in another state because fuck it.
I mean, it's not like you're in LA and it's hot anymore. Like, you should be cold.
Hey, Drew.
What's up, Drew? Like, why would you cut your hair that short if you're in a cold environment? That doesn't make any sense.
Because it starts warming up in about a month from now. Just a tiny bit.
So you're going ahead. You're going ready.
Yes.
I like that. Welcome everybody. It's monologuing time.
Yes.
Buy our shit.
Of course.
We don't have a monologuing shirt. I just realized that. Fuck,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix that after this. By the time you guys that watch it on YouTube are watching this, there will be shit from monologue. It's the finals.
Yes.
We finally made it. Like we did this tournament. It started like 6 months ago.
Oh yeah. It's been a long fucking time.
But it's a good one. We got the boat, we got the bar, we got the room.
Yes.
They are probably the three best players. And I say probably because there were a couple in the way there. That was that's a rough.
Yeah, it was kind of close with people.
And one of those was this guy. Sup?
Yes.
Hey guys, what's up?
This is gonna be your third judge for today. Tell us about your experience dealing with these people.
I like all these guys most of the time. I work with them on Amaru and me are just pals. Like we just hang out. It's cool. Like Boatman and I are like work friends. Like we get along, but whenever you work with somebody, you're going to grade on them, and that's how we are. And then me and Bar have, we're also friends, but it's a working relationship because we're team partners now. So there's some stress with that. But I think Bar is going to be definitely under the most pressure here because he's the professional actor in the group. And if he loses it,
he's the one that challenged the whole league too.
If he loses this, he's probably going to get recast in Creed 3. So look out, Bar.
It's true.
Yeah. Boatman, you were the first one to qualify.
Yes, I was.
And it was only because of the scheduling. It's not like it's a ranking, but
Yeah.
how do you feel about that?
Good.
Fair. Bar, you're here too.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I'd like to thank Billy Joel up there for giving me pressure. But how do I feel today? I had 2 Taco Bell chalupas about a half hour ago, so I'm out of breath. That's how I feel.
And you're probably going to go at the runs pretty soon. Rue,
Hey.
the one, the only, third qualifier. How do you feel about today?
Good. I enjoyed my monologues. So hopefully I pull them off. I'm here to have fun. This is going to be dope. Can't wait.
So, everybody's here. We're going to get right into it because people have other things to do later. So, Boatman, you were the first to qualify. You're going to flip a coin against Bar. You get to call it. Let me get the coin as soon as all these freaking things on my phone die down. Too many alerts. Okay. Call it in the air.
Heads.
It's tails.
All right.
Bar, you got that one. So you want to wait. I'm going to flip another one between Boatman and Rue now. Boatman, you get to pick again. In the air.
Heads.
It is heads. Okay. Bar, you want to go first, second, or third? Stop. Remember, the second goes second in both rounds.
I'll go third this
First
time.
one, you go third. Okay, you go first in the second round then. Boatman, do you want first or second?
I'll go second.
Sandwich guy. Rue, that means you're first. Guys, you all been here before. This is the same rules as The second one, we will do a free monologue for round one. We'll pick a winner. We'll do a selected genre monologue for the second round. We'll pick a winner. The same person wins both rounds. That's your champ right there. If we split between the two rounds, the third person gets eliminated, and we go into round three. So let's take out bar. Let's take out boat. Rue, what did you pick for your first monologue?
So looking back at my previous monologues, I noticed that, which will probably happen again today, that you can hear me well, but my video freezes a bunch, which sucks. So what I'm hoping to do is that the monologues I have today, they sound great. And if I freeze, we're all right. So the first one I'm coming up with is one of my favorite comedies ever. And it's the Magic Grits monologue from My Cousin Vinny.
This is when we would need Cody.
Okay. Time starts when you start. Oh, remember? 2 mulligans. Guess you need him. And seeing when you're up. Let's go.
This is not the start of it, but hopefully my face doesn't freeze too much. Is it possible that the two defendants entered the store, picked 22 specific items off of the shelves, had the clerk take money, make change, then leave? Then 2 different men drive up in a don't shake your head, I'm not done yet. Wait till you hear the whole thing so you can understand this now. 2 different men drive up in a similar looking car, go in, shoot the clerk, rob him, and then leave? No? Well, how long were they in the store? 5 minutes? You sure? Did you look at your watch? Oh, I'm sorry. Remember, you testified earlier that the boys had entered the store. You were just beginning to make breakfast. You had just started to eat and you heard a gunshot. That's right. So obviously it takes you 5 minutes to make breakfast. You knew that. Okay. You remember what you had? Eggs and grits. I like grits too. How do you cook your grits? Do you like them regular, creamy, or al dente? Just regular. Instant grits? No. So, Mr. Tipton, how could it take you 5 minutes to cook your grits when it takes the entire grit-eating world 20 minutes? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I was all the way over there. I didn't hear you correctly. Did you just say you're a fast cook? That's it? Are we to believe that boiling water soaks into a grit in your kitchen faster than any place on the face of the earth? Or perhaps the laws of physics cease to exist on your stove? Were these magic grits? Did you buy them from the same guy who sold Jack his beanstalk beans? Are you sure about that 5 minutes? Are you sure about that 5 minutes? Are you sure about that 5 minutes? Got no more use for this guy. Let's see.
I didn't remember that until you started doing it, and that's a fun one. That's a fun one. I like it. Comedies are hard. Not usual. Usually people don't pick it because you have to have the timing, and you did a pretty good Joe Pesci, while at the same time making it your own. I did like that a lot, Mike.
Yeah, you definitely made it your own. I liked it. You did rush towards the end a little bit there, but other than that, good shit.
Kirk.
Yeah, I say the same thing that I was thinking the whole time. You know, you didn't just do a Pesci impression, which probably, anyone would have fell flat on. You made it your own. You did your own thing. You did it your way. And you added some, different little spicy here and there where, not necessarily did in the original. So I like that. I like your spin on it.
Cool.
2 minutes, 10 seconds. Good time. Okay. We will bring now Boat. Boat, what do you got?
Throughout this whole tournament, people have been speculating what I might use. And there's usually always one person they say, oh, Boat's going to do this guy. And then I never do. So I thought I'll change that And of course, my guy is Mr. Albert Brooks. And of course, what better film than his monologue talking to Jane Craig from Broadcast News. So this is Jane Craig just came back from a date with William Hurt Tom, and Albert Brooks is giving his thoughts on that. Albert Brooks is Aaron.
It's finally time. Okay. Time starts when you.
Jane, let's take the part that has nothing to do with me. Let me be your most trusted friend. This one thing, sorry, can I get a mulligan? I screwed that up a little bit.
You can, sir.
Sorry.
Time.
Let's take the part that has nothing to do with me. Let me be your most trusted friend. The one who gets to say awful things to you, you know? You can't end up with Tom. Because it totally goes against everything you're about. I know you care about him. I've never seen him like this about anyone. So please don't take it wrong when I tell you that Tom, while being a very nice guy, is the devil. What do you think the devil is going to look like if he's around? Nobody is going to be taken in if he has a long, red, pointy tail. No. I'm semi-serious here. He will look attractive. He will be nice and helpful. And he will get a job where he influences a great God-fearing nation. And he will never do an evil thing. He will just bit by little bit lower our standards where they are important. Just coax along, flash over substance, just a tiny bit. And he will talk about all of us really being salesmen. And he'll get all the great women. I know, right? And if it had gone well for me tonight, maybe I'd be keeping quiet about all of this. I grant you everything, but give me this. He does personify everything that you've been fighting against. And I'm in love with you. How do you like that? I buried the lead. And scene.
Mike is all the way down there. Usually he's top. You had 1 minute and 41 seconds. Great timing. Kirk, thoughts?
Yeah, as opposed to Amaru doing something, different with it, I think Boatman stuck to the script. I think I've seen the movie, I know the scene, but if I had never seen it, I just assumed this was Boatman talking because it sounds just like Boatman. So it came very natural to him, I could tell, and I think he did a pretty good job with it.
I was expecting something along the lines of what we got, and what we got was great. Because you, my sir, good sir, are just as neurotic as Albert Brooks is. So it doesn't really feel like you're acting. It just feels like, you're trying to tell a girl that fell in love with somebody else that you're in love with her too. Damn. Mike.
Yeah, I've said this since the first match with you, Boatman. You tend to pick perfect monologues for you, and you knock it out of the park each time. Good shit.
Stuff. And now, the man, the myth, the legend, the bar. Sir, what do you have for us today for round one? And you're muted, sir.
Well, hopefully we don't do that while I am monologuing. If you guys do that to me, I swear to God, I will find one of you three. So I will be doing a Shakespearean monologue. I will be doing Dogberry from Much Ado About Nothing.
Didn't watch any of the versions of that movie that ever got made. There's like 20, right?
There's the 90s version, the 2010s version, whatever.
I think the feminine, what was the name? The feminist chauvinist did one or something. I don't know. Time when you start.
thou not suspect my place? Does thou not suspect my ears? Oh, that you were here to write me down an ass. But masters, forget not that I am an ass. That would not be written down, yet forget not that I am an ass. Oh, no, thou villain, thou art full of piety, and shall be proved upon thee by good witness, for I am a wise fellow, which is more an officer, and which is more a householder, and which is more as pretty a piece of flesh in all the Messina. And one that knows the law, go to. And a rich fellow enough, go to. And one that hath had losses, and one that hath 2 gowns, and everything handsome about him. Take him away. Take him up. I thought you were here to write me down an ass. And see.
One minute, 22 seconds. The time. Mike.
Yeah, you've been pretty consistent throughout this entire process, Burr, and you picked a wild fucking movie here, but I think you did well with it. Good shit.
Kurt.
Yeah, with Shakespeare, the trick is the audience isn't going to get everything with language, so you have to put a lot into the performance to express what's being communicated, and I think Bart did a really good job of that. So, thumbs up on that.
English is my second language, right? Okay. A lot of acting went into that, which I appreciate because it let me read the room a little better. But I needed subtitles for that. Okay. Let's bring back the other players. I don't know if both here. Maybe not.
He's out to shore.
Sorry, I'm here. I was practicing.
And now we vote. So weird when it's still daylight. It's like time is.
I think 3 of us went pretty par for the course on what is expected of us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You guys actually
I
made it
expected to
difficult.
understand.
Oh no.
Nah, I'm kidding. Or am I?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Everybody seems ready. Let's go with our guest judge, Kirk.
Yeah, all 3 did great job. I think they really captured their characters in different ways. I needed a tiebreaker. So for my tiebreaker, I went with degree of difficulty, so I gave it to Bar. He had a lot to do. He had the heavy lifting. He had to do the Shakespearean language. And like I said, he still communicated his character through that, which is hard to do when you're doing Shakespeare, when you're talking I didn't understand much more than you did, to be honest, Azario, but I picked it up through the character and, obviously knowing the character, but through Bar's work, I think he did a great job. So I'm going to him.
Bar, you got Kirk. I think that was your plan all along. Actually, it was very close for me too. Like all 3 were really good. Like no joke. It's like you did the character well, even if like the dialogue was not helping you out. And Boatman and Amaru just felt like they were talking. It's really, really natural, which I really appreciate. So by a razor thin margin, I'm going with Amaru for this round. I really enjoy that.
Oh no! Oh no!
What do you have?
I agree. All 3 of you did fantastic, but I had to give the slight edge to both.
Okay.
God, we fucking did it.
God damn. First round, and we're already deadlocked. Okay. Tiebreakers, the way they work out, we have to do a cold read of the same scene. Mike, give him the scene.
All right, so I'm gonna send you guys a scene right now.
Yeah, the people that had to be ready by 8. Extra round, baby.
God damn
Okay,
it.
Will, how are you? Another, where are you there? Okay.
Found it.
This was not part of the plan.
I am looking
No.
for. Okay, there we go.
I got it.
You got it? Okay, perfect.
Okay. I didn't check it though, so it's your job. So there we go. It's sent. It's in the group, guys.
Okay. Oh, it's in a
Should be a-
document this time.
Yeah, PDF. It should be a PDF.
Yes.
Makes it a little bit easier for you guys to read.
Right. It's almost like we take like feedback from people. Okay. Same order. Everybody ready?
Okay.
Amaru, you go first.
Wait, hold on. I don't have the document up. It's still loading for me.
You're going second, right?
Oh, I get you. I thought
Yep.
it was like last time where we were.
Oh no, that would be
Round
the
three.
final.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're good then.
Okay. Let me take people out. Good luck. No time for this one though.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up. You see this? This is my boomstick. The 12 gauge double barrel Remington, S-Mart's top of the line. You can find this in the sporting goods department. That's right. This sweet baby was made in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Retails for about $109.95. It's got walnut stock, cobalt blue steel, and a hair trigger. That's right. Shop smart. Shop S-Smart. You got that? See.
Good stuff. Just so everybody knows, Ash just went up for pre-order in Big Bad Toy Store. You can get your own figure. I am not sponsored. Do you have the dialogue book?
Yes, I do now.
Good luck.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up! You see this? This is my boomstick! The 12 gauge double barreled Remington S-Mark's top of the line! You can find this in the sporting goods department. That's right. This sweet baby was made in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Retails for about $109.95. It's got a walnut stock, cobalt blue steel, and a hair trigger. That's right. Shop smart, shop S-Smart. You got that? And see.
Okay. Bar, close it up.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up! You see this? This is my boomstick! The 12 gauge double barreled Remington, S-Mart's top of the line. You can find this in the sporting goods department. That's right, this sweet baby was made in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Retails for about $109.95. It's got a walnut stock, cobalt blue steel, and a hair trigger. That's right. Shop smart, shop S-Smart. You got that?
Okay. Everybody's coming in the back. Let me see. Why is it always messed up? Let's vote again. Mike,
I'm making this easy.
Yeah, do you have a tiebreaker for a tiebreaker?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
It'll be a long night.
Okay.
Hang on.
Damn it, Mike.
Shit's fucking difficult, god damn it.
Rosario changing his vote.
Yeah. I'm rethinking my previous assessment.
Just to make sure we don't tie again.
Okay. I'm going with Bar. I like Bolt's approach, but I think he needed to dial it down a bit toward the middle. I like Bar's up and down approach. Mike.
Yeah, all three of you had different approaches. All three of you did fucking well with that. I was the opposite of Nazar. I actually loved the intensity Boatman brought to it. I went both. Please, for the love of God, Kirk.
Perfect room.
Don't do it. Don't
This
do it.
is tough because all three did something with it that I really enjoyed. Like I watched Rue and I'm like, oh, that I like that. I watched Boatman, and I Barr did something, but I ultimately did go with Barr. I think because Barr physically sold the scene to me. He was pantomiming the gun. He did the little flip over his shoulder. Little touches like that really made me think, okay, I'm watching the scene here. So that's that tilted Barr's direction for me.
The check is in the mail for Kirk. Okay. So Bar.
Did you change it from Boat or from me? Cause did you? I want to know if you had to tie.
I had both. I changed
Okay,
it.
cool. We've been good either way.
Thanks, Rue. Now I've got that on the back.
Thanks, Drew. I greatly appreciate that.
If Mike didn't ask for extra 5 seconds, I'd just keep it. Okay.
Blame Mike.
Okay. So Bar has 1 foot in the finals. Fine. We have a second round. The second round is an assigned genre of monologue. We put the 6 suggestions. Everybody suggested 2 genres, and we put that in the randomizer. And this is what happened. Guys, here are your categories: romance, comedy, coming of age, sports, comic book movies, and drama. So, the first one to qualify was Caleb Boatman, so he gets sports. The second one to qualify was Andrew Barr, and he gets romance. And the third one is Amaru Moses, and he gets comic book movies. That's about right. Good luck. Okay. Yes. I want that sponsorship. I want free toys.
Do it, you cowards. Sponsor the video store.
Bar went third, so he gets to go first. You have, I already forgot, romance?
Yes.
Okay. Let me put everybody else in the back. Maru and Boatman. What do you have for language of love?
I have Al's monologue from the movie How Do You Know?
Whatever. I got my timer. Okay. Time starts when you start.
I'm gonna do something here. Just take this, the red button. Annie, I got to tell you something. The both of you, Annie. The reason I haven't married you yet isn't because there's anyone else that I even care about. It's because I'm 40 and I'm a failure. I know that I'm going to get my job back, but I'm not going to get the seniority, and I don't want to get sidetracked. I haven't talked to you about getting married because I didn't want you, the princess of worry, weighted down by me and my limitations. I know that people see your worry as a bad thing, and I know you, Annie. I know your worry. It's because your heart is so big, and I didn't want you to be stuck with me. And then I thought to myself, I didn't want you and our little Hulk here to be stuck with someone who thought that your worry was neurotic because they didn't get you, and they wanted to make you feel bad about yourself, to change you, to make you think that you can be better, but that they don't like you, and that they didn't want all of you and wouldn't leave well enough alone. And then I thought to myself, I could be that guy there for you. I could function that way. So that leads me to ask you the question, will you marry me? I want to marry you, Annie. Nancy. It's just Kirk.
All right.
For some reason, I know what happened. I was like, Mike was here, but I closed the video screen, so it knew. Okay. That was a weird experience. Half the scene felt like I had seen that movie, and the other half, like, no, I didn't. Where is this movie from?
What's that?
What's the year of this movie?
2010.
Guess I probably did see it. Jesus. Okay, I like it. Were you supposed to be a lovable loser?
Yes.
Nailed it. Mike.
Yeah, I don't really remember much about this movie, but from your performance, I think you pulled it off. Good shit.
Kirk.
I think you did great. I just think we have a Chekhov's gun problem. I don't know what the red button does.
That's a good question. Fair. 2 minutes, 28 seconds. Right on the dot. Good shit. Okay. Bye. And now, Boatman, Mr. Number 2 for today. You've got sports.
Mm-hmm. I went with a little bit of a different approach for me. I think there's an obvious boatman role, and I decided I wanted to do the obvious boatman role for the first monologue and not do the obvious boatman role for the second. So I'm going, honestly, like the complete opposite of Albert Brooks. I think we can all agree is Kevin Costner. And my Kevin Costner pick is Draft Day. I'm doing the trading picks with Seattle from Draft Day.
I need Jim in this call right now. Okay. Were you thinking of doing Squint Polidorus?
No, I was thinking of doing Peter Brand from Moneyball.
Oh, okay. Squint, though. Looks like time starts when you do.
Tom, it's Sunny, and I'm one more crazy shit show from Insanity. Jeff Carson doesn't have the pick, I do. I just made a trade with Jacksonville. I'm on the clock. It's me. No time for that. I'm on the clock. I'm going to pick Bo, Tom, unless you want him more, and if so, let's make it a deal. Everyone thinks there's something wrong with the kid, but you don't, all right? You've done your due diligence. You're about to pull off the move of the century, but you need my pick to do it. So make me an offer. Yeah, that's right. I've gone rogue. I've gone renegade. That's exactly right. I could have gotten Vontae at 7, but instead I trade up with you just so I could get him at 1. You were right about me, Tom. I am a crazy man. So come on, take advantage of it. What are you waiting for? Make me a deal, Tom. At 6, and you get your boy Wonder. I want my number 1s back. All of them. Because at the end of the day, Tom, no one's the wiser. You haven't lost anything, and you get the quarterback messiah you always wanted for $7 million less. You want him, Tom, don't you? Seahawks fans want a hero, and you denied them. Don't lie to me. I checked all the Seahawk fan blogs and chat rooms. They're all calling for your head. Ever since you traded away Callahan, the Barbarians are at the gate. You and I both know it. I have the golden ticket now, Tom, and if I give it to you, you get to save Seahawk football in Seattle. No, I want my picks back. All of them. I want all 3 years of this team's future back. Well, you want to cry about it, Tom? Or you want to make a little magic with me before the clock runs out on both of us? Okay, script. No more awful. It's off the table, Tom. I'm taking Callahan. I'm sorry, that deal's now off the table. We live in a different world than we did just 30 seconds ago. I want my picks back. And I want David Putney. I need a punt returner. It doesn't matter. I want all my picks back, and I want David goddamn Putney just because I feel like it. Yeah, I am out of my mind. Haven't I proved that already? You make this deal right now, Tom, and you get Bo Callahan. Say it with me. You get Bo. Come on, Tom, say it with me. You pancake-eating motherfucker. Great. You're welcome. Confirm the trade. I love this job! And scene.
Good shit. Michael.
Yeah, I think it was an interesting approach, taking a swing like you did, but I think you got the hit with it. I liked it.
Kirk.
Boatman did something I didn't think was possible. He made me believe that he understands sports. So good job.
Yeah, Kevin Costner doesn't understand sports in that movie though, but
Yeah.
I mean that's the script. That's not the boat. I like the energy. I like the pushing. I like the David Putney. Good shit. Okay. Oh, time. 2:39. Perfect timing too. In the sweet spot. Okay. And the last person, Marmos. You got comic book movies, a genres that you know nothing about.
Nothing at all. None whatsoever.
So what did you select?
I am going with the Seeds of Revolution monologue from V for Vendetta.
Hugo Weaving. Good stuff.
Yes.
Time starts.
Good evening, London. Allow me first to apologize for this intrusion. I do, like many of you, appreciate the comforts of the everyday routine, the security of the familiar, the tranquility of repetition. I enjoy them as much as any bloke. But in the spirit of commemoration, whereby those important events of the past, usually associated with someone's death or the end of some awful bloody struggle, are celebrated with a nice holiday, I thought we could mark this November the 5th, a day that is sadly no longer remembered, by taking time out of our daily lives to sit down and have a little chat. There are, of course, those who do not want us to speak. I suspect even now orders are being shouted into telephones and men with guns will soon be on their way. Why? Because while the truncheon may be used in lieu of conversation, words will always retain their power. Words offer the means to meaning, and for those of us who will listen, the enunciation of truth. And the truth is, there's something terribly wrong with this country, isn't there? Cruelty and injustice, intolerance and oppression. And where you once had the freedom to object, to think and speak as you saw fit, you now have censors and systems of surveillance coercing your conformity and soliciting your submission. How did this happen? Who's to blame? Well, certainly there are those who are more responsible than others, and they will be held accountable. But again, truth be told, if you're looking for the guilty, you need only look into a mirror. I know why you did it. I know you were afraid. Why wouldn't you be? War, terror, disease. There were a myriad of problems conspiring to corrupt your reason and rob you of your common sense. Fear got the best of you. And in your panic, you turned to the now High Chancellor Adam Sutler. He promised you order. He promised you peace. And all he demanded in return was your silent, obedient consent. Last night, I sought to end that silence. Last night, I destroyed the Old Bailey, trying to remind this country of what it has forgotten. More than 400 years ago, a great citizen wished to embed the 5th of November forever into our memory. His hopes were to remind the world that fairness, justice, and freedom are more than words. They are perspectives. So, if you have seen nothing, if the crimes of this government remain unknown to you, then I would suggest that you allow this 5th of November to pass unmarked. But if you see what I see, if you feel as I feel, and you would seek as I seek, then I would ask that you stand beside me 1 year from tonight, outside of the gates of Parliament, so that together we shall give them a 5th of November that shall never, ever be forgot. And seen.
Movie. Her.
Yeah, I see why. The skill that Rue has to get here is he takes the scene and he puts just the exact amount of himself in it and the exact amount of the character and blends it perfectly. That's what he did here. I think it was a great job. Heard just enough Hugo Weaving where it definitely wasn't an impression or impersonation, but I knew who he was. But it was that was Rue, pushing the buttons there. So good job.
Time was 3:19, a little over, but worth it. I enjoyed that. I thought you would go with something else. I was guessing, but that was a good choice, and you made it sound. You had the heart to pull it off. I like that.
Thank you.
Mike.
Yeah, I actually agree with Kirk that you put a little bit more of yourself into it with little Hugo Weaving, and I think you pulled it off. Good shit.
Okay. Bring everybody else back in the thing. Here. Okay. Let's vote.
Great job, gentlemen.
Will it be
Yeah.
enough time? Maybe.
There we go. Same team. God, please not another tie.
God damn, this not is great. Am I the only one? Fuck.
By the time he's done, it will be dark outside his window.
It already is. Look at it.
Get it there. Okay. Mike, what do you got?
Okay, so this one was legitimately tough. All three of you did fucking fantastic this round. I had to go back and forth. I gave a slight edge to Rue.
Kirk.
Yeah, all three of you deserve to be here. All three of you did great. Three very different scenes. One person touched me, one person entertained me, but one person captivated me, and that was Rue. Amaru gave me goosebumps. That scene, that's hard to do, to sit there and recreate something, not just the actual scene and what's happening, but the feeling of it. And Rue captured the feeling of that scene, so I had to go with him.
I was actually like having a tough time picking between my choice and Rue. So Rue did a great job in this one. I went with both. I like the energy, I like the presence, and for a guy who does not usually like sports, it kind of made me believe he likes sports. So that was kind of the reason I went with that vote. So, sadly, Boatman, that means you are officially third player, third in the league. How do you feel about your performance in the tournament?
I feel good. First round it was literally you came down to a tiebreaker, so I won't hang around that. And I'm really just happy I got to do that draft day monologue because full disclosure, I about 5 minutes before I was going to do the draft day monologue, I had the Peter Brand Moneyball ready, and then when Rue did Vinny, I realized, you can it doesn't have to be like a straight traditional monologue. Like you can have a monologue where the other person is like would be talking in the actual film. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do draft day after all. So thanks, Rue, and I'm happy to do that because I'll be honest, I've never been happy with Costner's performance.
You were
So I'm just glad I got to have. Now I have a version where someone actually has energy.
Exactly.
You did fantastic, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here. We will be back in the second half of the year with monologuing, but it will be a not different format of the show, but a different type of league. It won't be a tournament. It will be something more like soccer leagues in Spain for some reason. I am feeling that. So let's figure it out. Thanks, both.
Thank you. Goodbye.
See you next week. Oh, did he say something else?
Yeah, bring him back.
Did you
I
say
was
something
just
else?
saying, good luck, gentlemen. That's all I said. Wasn't really worth bringing me back in for, but bye.
Bye. Okay, guys, you know how the last round works. It's a conversation between two characters. We will send it to you, but first, I need to get the person who's gonna pick first. So, where's my coin? Oh, here's my coin. Bar, call it in the air.
Tails.
It is tails.
Never fails.
So, you guys will be doing the final conversation for There Will Be Blood
Oh, God, no.
between Plainview and Eli Sunday. Bar, which one do you want?
God, it would have helped if I've seen this by now.
What?
We're in the same boat. Good job, man. Let's go.
Yeah! All right.
Okay.
I'll go with-
This is just gonna be different. Okay.
I'll go with
Basically,
with Plainview.
it's Paul Dano or Daniel Day-Lewis.
yeah. Shut up, Holtzman. I'm actually gonna go with Paul Dano's character.
Okay. You are Eli Sunday.
Oh, that's not how this was supposed to go.
Amaru, you are Daniel Plainview. I just sent you guys the file.
Okay.
Please confirm when you have it.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's a little longer. It's the finals, so. And
So
this
I
one
have
is actually has the script.
I
It
have
has
Daniel.
the script mode. Wait, you have Daniel.
I
yes.
have Daniel.
You are Daniel Plainview. And Barry's Eli Sunday. This one is in the script form in PDF because Mike told me to be more professional. So you can skip the stage directions this time and just read the dialogue. If you okay, I'm gonna take everybody backstage. Good luck, gentlemen. It's gonna be a fun one. For the last time. Well, I would say time starts when you start. I'm not gonna time this. Just go!
Daniel! Daniel! Daniel Plainview, the house is on fire! You can leave us, please. Brother Daniel, it's Eli.
Yes, it is.
Your home is a miracle. It's beautiful. God bless it. I have been spreading his word far and wide, far and wide. So much travel for him. I've been working in radio. So much has been happening. But to be here and find you and see you well is wonderful. And we have a chance to catch up. My brother Daniel, we're such old friends. So much time. Things go up, things go down, but at least the Lord is always around. We've seen ups and downs, haven't we?
Are things down right now, Eli?
No. But I come with some sad news. Perhaps you remember Mr. Bandy. Mr. Bandy has passed on to the Lord. He lived to be He lived to be 99 years old. Mr. Bandy has a grandson. Have you met his grandson, William? William Bandy is one of the finest members we have in the Church of the Third Revelation. He is young and fit and strong with good charismatic ability, and he is headed for wonderful things. And he is eager to come to Hollywood to be in movies. He is very, very good looking, and I do think that he will have some success.
That's wonderful.
Would you like me to speak with him? Daniel, I'm asking if you'd like to have business with the Church of the Third Revelation in developing this lease on young Bandy's 1,000-acre tract. I'm offering you to drill on one of the greatest undeveloped fields of Little Boston.
I'd be happy to work with you.
You would? Yes. Yes, of course. Wonderful.
But there's one condition for this work.
All right.
I'd like you to tell me that you're a false prophet. I'd like you to tell me that you are and have been a false prophet and that God is a superstition.
But that's a lie. It's a lie. I cannot say it. So when can we begin to drill?
Right away.
How long will it take to bring in the well?
Should be very quick.
I would like a $100,000 signing bonus plus the 5 that is owed with interest.
It's only fair.
I am a false prophet and God is a superstition. If that's what you believe, then I will say it.
Say it like you mean it.
Daniel,
Say it like it's your sermon.
this is foolish. I am a false prophet and God is a superstition. Is that fine?
Those areas have been drilled.
What?
Those areas have been drilled.
No, they haven't.
It's called drainage. I own everything around it. So I get everything underneath it.
But there are no derricks there. This is the Bandy tract. Do you understand?
Do you? I drink your water, Eli. I drink it up. Every day, I drink the blood of lamb from Bandy's tract.
Uh-huh. Daniel, I am in desperate times. I need a friend. I feel the walls closing in. I have sinned. I need help. I am a sinner. I have let the devil grab hold of me in ways that I have never imagined. I'm so full of sin.
The Lord sometimes challenges us, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He's completely failed to alert me to the recent panic in our economy and this. I must have this! I must have this! I've invested... My investments have... Oh, Daniel, I will not bore you, but... If I could grab the Lord's hand for help, I would! But he does these things all the time, these mysteries that he presents, and while we wait for his word.
You're not the chosen brother, Eli. It was Paul who was chosen. He found me and he told me about your land. You're a fraud.
Why are you talking about Paul? Don't say this. Don't say this to me, Daniel.
I did what your brother couldn't. I broke you and I beat you. It was Paul who told me about you. He's the prophet. He's the smart one. He knew that there was where there was, and he found me to take it out of the ground. Stop crying, you sniveling ass. Stop your nonsense. You're just the younger brother, and you'll always be the younger brother, Eli. And that land has been had. You have nothing. You lose, you idiot. You lose.
If you take this lease on the bandy lot, the church...
Drainage, Eli. Drained dry, you boy. If you have a milkshake, and I have a milkshake, and I have a straw, and my straw reaches across the room, starts to drink your milkshake. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up.
Don't bully me, Daniel, please! Help me! Please, my faith has been lost, and I need a new way. I ask for your help.
I took what I wanted when you weren't looking, and the blood of the lamb is in my pocket. Do you think God is going to balance your investments? God doesn't save idiots, Eli. You are broke, and you are lame, and you are done for.
No, I'm not.
Did you think that your song and dance and your superstition would save you? I am the third revelation. I am who the Lord has chosen because I'm smarter than you. I am older and wiser, and I am not a false prophet. You sniveling boy, you are done for.
Not done for. No.
Yes! I am the third revelation. I am the third revelation. I told you I would eat you up. I told you I would eat you up. How dare you come to me? How dare you? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I told you I'd eat you up. How dare you come to my home? Very slowly, blood comes oozing into frame. That's the frame. I'm sorry. We're going to skip that.
Actually, I think it's a good ending because he only murders him and then says I'm done. So that's
and then
a
he
good
says I'm finished because there's a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, wait a second, where's the actual next words? Okay, I'm finished.
Actually,
Spoilers, guys.
that was
fucking great shit
For
right
two people who haven't seen the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, goddamn.
I've seen part of that scene just towards
Yeah, me too.
part of that scene.
I believe everybody has seen the milkshake part. Okay, guys, it's time. We're naming champion on the monologuing tournament.
Bar, the whole time I was like, all right, I'm guessing I get a lot at the end because you are talking a lot.
That's my thought too, actually. You guys do a great job of picking the scenes for these things like that. Nice balance.
It's not easy. Like, you remember great dialogue scenes and then you watch them and it's like very one-sided.
Yeah.
So it's difficult. This one, actually, we brought a lot from the beginning because we wanted to balance out the ending. So it's, season 2, we will be better at this. So great shit. Okay. I'm going to go first. No. You know what? Mike, you go first.
Okay. Both of you, especially not seeing this at all, fucking amazing job for both of you. This was very, very difficult. You both needed to hit certain things, and you both fucking killed it. So this was back and forth. I gave a slight edge to Bar. I think when he went for it, he fucking went for it. But Rue, you did fucking great as well.
Kirk, what do you have?
Again, this is so hard. Both these guys are great at doing this. They found a great back and forth, and it was like almost like they had rehearsed it because they were, they were right on the mark with it. I ultimately went with Barr as well, though. I think Barr, having not seen the movie, I was shocked because I think he just found the voice right off the bat and went with it. I think he did a lot of good reacting, and acting is reacting. So Rory was fantastic. It was a tough choice, but I had to go with Barr on this one.
It's a sweep. I went with Bart too. But again, it's not as bad as a sweep makes it look. I think it
No.
was literally
Very
closer,
close.
especially in the end, because Rue finds a way to get these things to work for him.
Yeah.
I didn't know how he was gonna make Daniel Plainview work for him, but he did. The thing is, you see, Paul Dano is a sniveling little shit, and Barr went to the sniveling little shit thing, and he did it brilliantly, which makes me wonder about you, Barr. That's suspiciously good.
And I gotta say, the slap and reaction to the slap, fucking amazing.
As soon as he did that, I was like, "Oh God, I gotta get that."
That was great, and that means your winner and the first official monologuing champion, Andrew the Dive Bar. The man made the challenge. He backed that shit up with different combination of judges in different matches. So, what do you got to say, man?
This has been really fun. There's a reason that I want to pursue this as a career. But people like Rue, who has this great silent intensity to him and like amazing screen presence, and then people like Boat, who really knows how to take a monologue and like make it fit him as a person and just like make that like his monologue, to incredible talents that I don't want to overlook. So congratulations to you guys as well. You guys were both fantastic.
Rue, I think you came out of left field. You were one of the final people that jumped in, and I think it was the right choice because, oh my God. So, how do you feel about your performance, and would you be interested in coming back for next season?
I'd definitely be interested. I was very happy. This is one of the most fun, least pressure things, and I just like continue to move on. Which I'm just like going up against the likes of Barr and Boat. I'm like, I'll watch them argue, do their little thing in the back, and then I won it. And I was like, oh, cool. I enjoyed this. I have zero acting experience, so it's nice to hear these nice things. But Barr is Barr. Barr knows the emotion, knows what he needs to bring, knows apparently what he needs to react to, and Boatman can play neurotic and crazy and just chill and all of that just amazingly. So I am glad to be in their presence. I'm glad to be able to do this and just have fun with some of my favorite scenes, and especially from all over a whole bunch of different genres that I love. So appreciate y'all. I had a lot of fun.
That's it, guys. We have a champ. The champ won't have to defend for a while.
Oh my God.
You know how this works. You just get to sit on your ass for a bit.
I'm good at that.
Yes, you are. For some reason that you haven't seen the movies. And how are you champion?
Luck. Pure luck.
Fair. Thanks everybody for watching. We have 6 live viewers, now down to 4. I don't know why we lost them. Maybe they were both fans. Thanks to Bart. Thanks to Rue. Thanks to Kirk for judging in the final spot today. Thanks to Mike for always pushing all these crazy ass ideas forward and then making, content out of it. It's enjoyable. There's a whole playlist. People can, binge it now. Enjoy it. Buy our shit.
Yes.
Go to the store right now because I am going to put a monologuing shirt. So if you're watching this on YouTube, the shirt is there. Buy it. You can buy a cup.
And
you
it
can buy
may or may not have Burrow's face on it.
True. Probably not. We'll make it a limited edition one with Bar's face on it.
Fucking my legal team.
Thanks everybody for coming. This has been Monologuing. See you on season 2 in a few months. Bye bye.